Welcome to Allied Health Internships, keys to success so that you can get the most out of your experience while you are a student at Presbyterian College. We're going to review several things today. Whether you are a freshman or a senior, there are several things that you will need to do to chart your pathway to success in your internship and your preparation for medical school, PA school, therapy programs, or other healthcare fields. Let's take a look at several of these things during our time right now, starting with the basics, such as your academics, volunteer hours, and medical setting hours, how you can stand out from the rest of the candidates, and how you can write your narrative and articulate what you want to say about why you are called to go into a healthcare field, and connect your personality and your strengths to the field you're going into. Let's start with academics. Having strong grades really does make a difference when it comes to being admitted into medical school, PA school, or other professional programs. Be realistic. Assess yourself to determine why it is that you want to go into this field. Do your academic gifts match the needs that you will have to succeed as someone majoring in pre-med programs or other healthcare programs? Also, choose a major that works to your strengths. As long as you have the prerequisites, you don't have to be a biology or chemistry major. Choose your best subject so that you have strong grades and focus your energy on those pre-healthcare courses that are required for admissions into school so that your overall GPA remains strong. Begin early researching the graduate programs you're interested in so that you know what those prerequisite courses are. You've got this. In addition to strong academics, you want to have strong involvement that demonstrates your desire to help others and to be in a medical setting. You can do this broadly during your first year or two of college, exploring options, looking for organizations to be a part of, gaining leadership hours, and volunteering to help others in healthcare settings such as nursing homes or hospitals. Be sure to track your hours and locations that you do this volunteer work, and don't start out too narrowly. Start out broad, and as you gain experience and see where you feel most comfortable, you can choose to focus as you get a little bit further along. Also, let your personality be a part of your preparation. You don't want to be a cookie in a cookie cutter world. You want to stand out from the rest of the pack. Tie together all of the things that you're doing with an underlying desire to help others and to make a difference in the world of healthcare. And remember, your experience is more than just your internships, which we'll get to momentarily. In addition to all the volunteer work that you have and your strong academics, you will be wanting to do some internships, both for academic credit and additional internships during your college years. It takes time to get into a healthcare setting, particularly if you have not volunteered in one and have a clearance already under your belt. So plan ahead for your internships. Set time to meet with someone in the career office at least 6 months ahead for spring and fall internships, and in November for summer internship opportunities. You need to be aware that there are going to be out-of-pocket costs in order to get into a healthcare setting to do your internship in many cases. Almost all settings require a TB test to be done within the past year. They also require up-to-date immunizations and flu vaccines. So make sure that you have a copy of your immunization records and so forth. You're going to need a background check for many locations too, and that can cost as much as $25 to $50. So just know ahead of time that you should put aside some funds to cover the out-of-pocket cost for your internship. And you should plan ahead because the prerequisite onboarding process can be very long to get into certain settings. At least one of your internships should be done for academic credit so that it is on your transcript. This will also help you with your gen ed requirements to graduate from Presbyterian College. In order to register an internship, you will begin by registering it on Banner Web like you do other classes. In the fall and spring semesters, look under the discipline that you would like to register and register it there. Each credit hour takes 42 contact hours, so plan accordingly. This counts about 3 hours a week for 14 weeks per credit hour. Many students will sign up for 3 or 4 credit hours and realize after they've begun that they need to drop down to 1 or 2 because they didn't plan enough time during the week. You can prevent this problem by looking at your schedule ahead of time and knowing how much time you have available to complete your internship. For summer internships, go to COLS elective for summer session 2. All internships begin there for summer registration, and we work out the details of the credit hours and the discipline one-on-one through working with our office. Again, as a reminder, know the probable out-of-pocket cost for those incidental things such as background checks and immunizations or the TB test. Also, for summer internships, there's an internship fee to cover the cost of tuition. It is significantly less than summer school tuition, however. Another reminder, unpaid internships are the norm in the healthcare field. If you need a paid internship, let's talk about perhaps being certified as a CNA or doing some scribing work or applying for jobs in the healthcare system that might allow you the opportunity to keep income while you are doing your internship. Also, you will want to attend an overview session which talks about planning the learning outcomes for your internship and part 2 of your registration, which is a form that must be completed for all internships. In addition to shadowing type internships, there are some other ways that you can gain patient contact time, which is required for admission to many programs. Particularly, physician assistant programs require a high number of patient contact hours, which might not be feasible doing only shadowing unpaid experiences. There are ambulance ride-alongs, which can be done overnight or late hours, but that doesn't bring income. However, EMT or EMS training or certification might open the door for being certified in order to get a job doing something like that for part of your hours. The same is true for CNA certification and jobs working weekends in a nursing home or a hospital setting. In some instances, scribing jobs are available to students too. See if those are available. I can help you with the search for those through the career office. In addition, if you have jobs that allow you the time and flexibility to do some volunteering at community health events on weekends, that's another way to continue adding those patient contact times. One tip is to go ahead and get your CPR certification ahead of time, because this does open the door, even in shadowing situations, that you can sometimes be helpful in doing resuscitation if a patient crashes. This is only true in certain settings, but having your CPR training can never hurt in preparing for a career in healthcare. Quite a lot of college students begin their freshman year wanting to go into the healthcare fields. There's so many work options within the healthcare settings that not everyone needs to go to medical school or PA school. Surgical technicians, lab work, and other jobs are available in healthcare settings, not to mention administrative and social work types of options that are not as heavy in the sciences for your coursework while you're in your undergraduate program. But maybe you've discovered that you don't really want to be in a healthcare setting after you've gotten a little experience, but you still love your science majors. There are lots of other options there as well, doing research, working in industry, or working to save the environment. Even public health education is another way that you can be involved using your science. Look under What Can I Do with This Major on the Career and Professional Development website. There are lots of options to use those science majors. And again, there are other work options within the healthcare industry that don't require science if you've discovered that's not your best subject. Thank you for taking the time to review these details about preparing for a career in the healthcare industry. Our contact information is here or also on presby.edu/campuslife/career professional development. We would love to talk to you anytime. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 on the normal Presbyterian College schedule. You can reach us by email at any time, and would be happy to set up a virtual appointment or face-to-face once we're back on campus. Thank you and have a great day.